Welcome one and welcome all back to another live stream. Hi, hello, hello. It's still Tuesday. You guys have a good Tuesday so far. Hi, Skybeck. He said, oyo, yo, 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 oyo, 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 oyo. Hello. I think last time, using Vivia's forte, we unlocked the power of Ghost. We were able to walk around the place undetected except for from other specters. And we were gathering forensic evidence and all that. Hi, Ruben. It's been a long time. It sure has been. How have you been? You used to come by and play Fall Guys a lot, right? How have you been? Good to see you again. Dante voice now. Dante's voice from the thing you sent me. He likes to talk like this. Dante has this kind of inflection for all his lines. His voice wasn't as deep as I was expecting it. I was expecting it to be deeper, but it was kind of just like he delivers his stuff a certain way. You been good? Nice, glad to hear it. I've been good too, thanks. One of the lines I remember, he was like, "What you like is this," or something like that. I hope I do it some form of justice, but. My voice might be too different from his, but it's all like the inflection, I think, for him mostly. Thank you, thank you. Sword Master! I don't remember what he said, but I remember like a very few of the lines. But yeah, it was mostly his inflection. But yeah, thanks for sending me that. There's a tiny bit of bassiness. How about like this? Wait, that's too much. I'll use my devil trigger. I don't know what he says. I don't know if it's something that he says he uses or he unlocks or... You activated my devil trigger. I wasn't trying that time. Like deep bass. His voice didn't seem that deep to me though. But I don't know how to add bassiness to a voice without making it deeper. Kind of impressed remembering. Me too, honestly. My memory's terrible, so... I'm impressed that I remembered also. I guess you left an impression, maybe because of your unique last name, or maybe it's because you were one of the people that like came by often to play the game with me. Maybe, for whatever reason, you left an impression on me. Alright, so we were done with this room. What will you find? Let's... see what's this way. It's blood.
Let's see if we can learn anything.
The blood is paintball colored.
They're from Chief Yako. This is where he was attacked by the hitman. Damn it all! If I'd only gotten here earlier, I could have changed his fate.
There's nothing you could have done, Yuma.
Did you see the hitman's face?
Don't blame yourself.
No, not clearly.
He was wearing a hood. He was hooded. A Dante sneeze. It has been a hot minute. Excuse me. I had lunch shortly before I started the stream. I always eat right before. Is it good or bad thing? I don't know. I can try. I haven't heard him actually sneeze, but I can try. Because he talks like this. Okay, so he would be like, hatcha. Something like that. I don't know. I imagine that's what it would be like. I imagine he sneezes very harshly. Wait, actually, I think you did send me one of his sneezes, but it was like super light, wasn't it? It was super duper light and everything fell and broke apart.
Then how do you know it was the hitman?
I don't. That's the fun part.
Because Chief Yako said so himself.
He did have a knife with an F in it.
Hitman.
Fink.
Fink. The slaughter artist.
His sneeze attack was Aj. Aj. Poor Dante. Looks like his fingernails are painted. But it's just blood. Yako testified the hitman attacked him.
Also, the knife which was used to stab Chief Yako has an F inscribed in it.
For Fink.
Ah. The murder weapon always used by Fink, the slaughter artist.
Yes.
You know about it?
So for these reasons, I conclude that it is indeed Fink the slaughter artist.
I did some research after we got that note from the killer. I am still a detective, I suppose.
Albeit a lazy one. You want to redo that, Steve? No. Like with the Aj, you mean? Ask me in a few weeks, maybe.
He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he committed the murder. Setting that aside, Don't you think these blood stains are unnatural?
But you did say that he did something that was not his MO by sending that threat in the first place.
You're right. There are some strange marks, like something brushed against it.
Like he was dragged. Thanks, Skybeck. And thank you for understanding.
Considering the chaos of the time, I don't think it's odd for a mark like this to be here.
Look closer. This mark appears to have been made with someone's bloody fingertip.
Which mark are you talking about specifically?
A dying message?
Could the chief have done it? Was he trying to tell us something?
No. It's more like he was trying to reach for something, rather than write out words.
What could he have been reaching for?
I don't even know what part they're looking at right now. I don't know what they're talking about. How does that show he was dragged? Wouldn't it be a long trail leading to a bad guy if he was dragged? Well, maybe where the bad guy first killed him, but the bad guy wouldn't be there anymore. I don't know, I feel like... I don't know what that could be. Actually.
Master,
Lord knows.
houseplant over there.
Why would he want the houseplant? You mean this houseplant?
Maybe there's something about this plant. Vivia! Something's hidden behind the pot!
There's a pot in there?
And a map?
What on a map?
Isn't this the map of this lab?
This lab's map?
Taken from that folder in storage?
Oh, the missing one. Hi, digital. Paint can. It turned out to be a map.
Why would it be here?
Where are you looking at, Shinigami?
As for the photo, I have no idea.
She looks oddly familiar.
The photo shows a young man and a woman.
I think, haven't we seen someone with that shape of eye before? Although it might not mean anything.
The woman looks like she's wearing a lab coat. Is she a researcher here? The man is covered with blood. I can't see his face very well.
I wonder if that would be Makoto. That'd be cool.
You keep staring at that photo.
It's evidence.
Fall in love with the woman? You really fall for every girl, huh?
I'm just checking.
P. Or was it
This
Pui?
is a clue? You don't know the connection between the case and this photo?
Not yet. But I might find it someday. Not only sneezed in one game to my disappointment, but a sneeze rather than none at all. Well, you know what the best part is? You can use your imagination for more sneezes. But I understand what you mean. Having official, like, media is way better.
This bloodstain was made by Chief Yako as he tried to hide this behind the pot. He left this clue and made sure the culprit didn't find it.
Okay.
Using the last of his dying strength?
Probably.
He's not dead.
He pretty much is at this point, though. I mean, he's as good as dead. Floor plan of the lab, it was found hidden behind a houseplant. A photo of a young man and woman. We don't know the man's young. But he probably is, excuse me. I'm going the wrong way. Run, run! Where's Vivia? You're probably behind me, aren't you, boy? I went the wrong way again. He is behind me. There's a door right here.
Robot lab where we picked up Amapal. Let's look it over again.
Yeah, I think there was a thing here I could have gotten from memories and I didn't grab it. We'll find dessert. Just had supper. This party's getting crazy. What kind of dessert are you gonna find? That robot material is out there.
The reason Dr. Wesker died is because he deserved it. It's called karma.
That's mean. You shouldn't talk ill of the dead.
He always insulted my research. Serves him right. Serves him right.
That's messed up, bro. You have problems.
Oh, sorry. That must have hurt. This is also his fault. They still haven't come back with that Amapal I lent them.
You said that was the only one left. You lied. Hello, Venomous Gaming. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks, Vampire Miranda. How are you doing? Hello, Gamer Lover. What's up? You're playing Undertale? Sweet. What part are you on, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll take a bath with it once it comes back to me.
What?
Oh, but that means I need to start research on waterproofing it.
He likes his robots a little bit too much.
I think I've seen something I shouldn't have.
Yeah, for real.
Certainly has a growing
He had one.
It's easy to find out what people are really thinking when you're in ghost form.
That's true.
My forte exposes anyone's inner life and encourages them to tell the truth.
That's not necessarily true, but I see what you're saying.
It's thanks to this ability that no one comes near me anymore.
Poor Vivia.
That's what makes you special, Yuma.
Thanks, man.
Think so? You're way too naive, Master. It's pretty much a sickness at this point.
It's endearing. Alright, I believe the thing was... Oh, there it is. Yay! Yakko! I should relive those memories before I move on, probably. They're usually quite short. Let's see if we can relive those. Gumshoe Gob. Gob with Yakko. There was another one that I had gotten. Desuhiko. Yeah, that's right. We'll do this one first. You're doing good? Nice. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I befriended Undyne. I'm at the lava area. Nice! That's a pretty cool part. Let's gab with Desuhiko. While we're a ghost. Excuse me. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. His custom-made designer beanie is waterproof and cost him several months' pay. Wow, he really likes that beanie, I guess. A waterproof beanie, imagine that. He already has a hoodie, though. What's the... Never mind. What's wrong, boyo?
Such an over-exaggerated sigh. What's wrong?
Come on, you can tell me. I'm your best pal, Yuma.
Jeez. Why did you have to be a dude?
Desuhiko, do you like me?
Huh? That was unexpected.
I had such high hopes, you know.
For what?
When the chief said he was bringing one more in, I was hoping for a bright young cutie.
You already have a couple of bright young cuties on your team. Why do you need a third one?
And as she saw my incredible heroic feats, little by little, we'd fall in love.
You could still do that with Fubuki or Halara if you want.
Blossom into a secret inter-office romance.
Inter-office.
Nice and sexy.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Instead, the chief brought in some dirty kid with amnesia.
Dirty?
All my high hopes were for nothing.
Dirty?
You're pretty much a little kid yourself.
Yeah, you don't look that much older than me.
Desuhiko, you have no one to blame but yourself for that.
What? As a dude, anyone would have some hope.
What do you mean? What does that sentence mean?
That's
Hope for
how
what?
dudes are. It's as common as not washing your hands after using the bathroom.
I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Try to get the good ending? Good luck. Back with a new thing my mom made called French toast cake. Eating a small piece, it's too sweet. Sweet enough to... I'm sweet enough. So the sweet will make me 10 times sweeter. Was that like a saying that your mom taught you? What is he talking about? Lord knows, Lord knows. He wanted us to be a girl. I should save since I had a mini boss. Yes, definitely. Save as often as possible.
But I wash my hands.
Ugh. I hate this. You toyed with my innocent heart.
You know, Desuhiko, it's not too late for us to go steady.
Wait, you're seriously sulking about this?
If you take me out to dinner first, maybe I'll consider.
Why would I not be serious about this? I'm dead serious in my sulking.
This is a bit much. I thought he was half joking. I didn't think he was completely serious.
He's really depressed that we aren't female.
He'll be a pain in the ass if he keeps on like this. Maybe you should do something to cheer him up.
Let's play rock, paper, scissors!
But what should I do?
How about me? Am I good enough as I am?
How about me?
Huh? What are you even talking about? Of course not.
I guess not. Well, in that case... You know, I don't think it's a good idea to get into a relationship with someone from work.
Oh yeah, I probably should have said that. Whoops.
What? Come on, get off your high horse already.
My horse is not high!
Well, dating in the workplace is one thing. also think you're not fit to be in any relationship.
Dang, that's mean. That's downright hurtful, bro. There's someone out there that would like him. Metaton, I want to befriend you. Befriend Metaton! You hate perverts. To what capacity? Like, how often does someone have to be perverted for you to hate them? What percentage of time?
What? No one knows how girls think better than me.
That's not what I was saying.
You know how much I think about girls every single day.
No.
That's not what I meant.
Exactly.
Hiko, I don't know if a ladies' man like yourself could remain in a relationship with just one girl.
Oh dang, we turned it around to a compliment. We're master wordsmiths.
Stuff, you know?
Huh?
Considering how attractive you are, I'm sure you're better off having lots of fans.
Man, we're good.
I think it fits you way better anyway.
Now that you mention it, I am quite handsome. Did it work?
I see. Now that you mention it, maybe you're right. I'm not that kind of guy, but I totally get that you'd see me that way.
Oh, you're not, huh? Metaton's the best one so far. What do you like most about Metaton? Do you have a girlfriend? I don't know. I'm single.
You know what? You're a good kid.
Thanks, Desuhiko. You're not 100% evil yourself.
Let me know if the others pick on you. I'll come to your rescue.
Aw, thanks.
Sure, thanks. Well,
Thanks, mate.
I guess we sorted that out. But I wonder if I can really get along with him.
Sure you can.
Master, you and Desuhiko seem to have grown closer.
Of course you'd say that. Hi, Hayden. What's up? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining. Alright, let's gab with Yako, and then we'll move on. Maybe his garments, and just like wrappings, maybe this coat. It wouldn't be accurate to call it clothing. Why does he wear them? Is he covered in scars? I was just being dumb. Oh. I thought it was a nice saying. Stream delayed, my internet is being consumed by my dad watching stuff. What's he watching? Well, you don't have to tell me, but I hope there's enough internet to go around without too much delay. Gab with Yako. Turn on quality. Of your dad's video? Are you sure he'd be okay with that? Yeah, that sounds a little bit selfish, if I'm being honest. Old stuff. Like me! I created my own cookbook on Wattpad. How many recipes do you have? Have you ever numbered your fingers in case they fall off and can't tell which one's yours? No, never. Like, actually written numbers on them, like with marker or tattoos?
I'm back.
I never have done that.
Huh? What happened?
Oh, Yuma. I'm done for.
Why'd you say that, Chief?
Seriously, what happened?
You realize you're smoking right now?
Yasuhiko and Halara got into a fight while gambling.
Uh-huh.
You know how stubborn those two are. I tried to calm them down, but things got out of hand. I
Right.
didn't know what to do. But then Fubuki showed up. And she started shouting for them to quit fighting. She jumped right in.
She jumped right in. What's a Wattpad? I believe it's a website or app to write stuff in? Maybe?
And things just descended into chaos.
Chaos.
I think I get the picture.
No, but I doodled what that could be like, or what that could look like. Do you feel like sharing that doodle in the Discord? Or are you gonna keep it to yourself? It sounds hilarious. Why not take a look on your phone or your tablet? Me? What am I looking for? A fan fiction making site. I should make fan fictions! No, I probably won't though.
In the end, those two made up just so they wouldn't have to deal with this situation. They all never listen to a thing I say.
Poor Yako.
I'm not sure I can lead these monsters.
Yako, Wacko, and Dot.
Cut out to be boss here.
That's not true. You're doing great, Chief.
You're great!
Me? Great? What have I done that's great?
You have that cool hair.
What?
You have that
Well,
weird eye tattoo on your chest. Anyway, you're great. You put smiles on our faces. You saved my life. That's indisputable. Is what I was trying to say. We could write lore. Lore! I've got some lore. Not too much. Dad was watching video 720. Page 144. We can have better internet. And how did he feel about that? My internet is still being cruddy. So what you're saying is you caused more suffering for no benefit. Is that it?
Working under your supervision keeps everybody cheerful.
So I'm nothing better than a mood setter.
You make it sound like that's something that shouldn't be revered.
If any of you bought a puppy, I'd be unemployed.
Now he's totally sulking.
What a loser. I'm just kidding. How did Chief stay alive after being dead? No, this is in the past. This is a conversation we had with him in the past.
No, what else is the chief great at? Anyway, you're great.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say at first, but I decided not to.
What do you mean?
I don't have the right words, but I think you're great in your own way, Chief.
Sounds a bit forced.
No!
Still, thanks. All I needed was a good laugh to feel better about everything.
Thanks, Yako.
I'll continue being the boss for now.
Until the day you die.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yakata.
That reminds me. There's something I
Yokata,
wanna
sorry.
ask you.
It's Yata or Yokata. I'm a
It's
fool.
about my memories. At this rate, I worry I won't remember anything. So I was hoping we could make like a mission plan, or at least a list of things I could try to jog my memory.
I'll befriend Asgore as well. Alphys. Great! It's raining. Yeah, that might be contributing to the lack of internet power.
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, but handling stuff like that is way out of my league.
How far out of your league?
Huh?
Never mind that. Feeling down got me hungry.
That's weird, bro.
Did you buy a meat bun for me? I hope you didn't forget the mustard.
Nope. I didn't buy one at all.
I know he's not a bad person. Still,
But still, he seems like one.
maybe he really isn't fit to be in charge.
I know. Let's kill him. Just kidding. I'm joking.
Even closer together.
That was in bad taste because he's dying. I'm sorry. It's a video game. I couldn't help myself. All right, let's get back to the investigation. We're nearly done collecting evidence, I think. Fink, the slaughter artiste, hitman, predominantly active in Kanai Ward. It's rumored that he'll kill any target regardless of difficulty, as long as the client can afford it. Now that's what I call professional. That was me making that noise, just so y'all know. I was simply twiddling my thumbs against the desk while I wait for the game to load and all that. If it would load a little bit more quickly, then I wouldn't have to do that. Okay, we're done with that. Nice. Let's wrap up this investigation.
This place.
I think they might be testing robots in here. How else would you check if they can handle high voltages and toxic gas? I don't think that's what they're testing for. That wasn't it? I thought for sure that was going to be it. I thought, well, the 100%. Ooh, look, they're color-coded. That's cool.
Getting excited here.
Are you? There's nothing happening. Oh, the monitor.
There's a manual for Amapel. I already know most of the controls, but I should read this.
She looks cool. Blah, 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 blah. And that, like, little hologram thing.
Via a special tablet device. Watch the camera feed from Amapel's eyes while you use the key buttons to control it. You can also use the mic to communicate via voice.
Mm-hmm.
For safety, the ends of the arms are ball-shaped, but can still be used for actions such as pressing buttons.
And flipping switches.
However, while extending or retracting an arm, the controls for the camera and body do not function. This is to prevent the arm's wires from being tangled when children handle it roughly. It has a load capacity of 100 kilograms and is durable enough to withstand most falls. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdiest kids and tough enough for an elephant to stand on.
It's exactly as the researcher told us.
It was all bells and whistles.
Yeah, there isn't much other information.
She's ascending. Pal is sturdy and has many features. Great. There's more to investigate here? Oh no, we're done in here, I think. So what else is there in this world? I've checked what I can here. End the investigation.
I think I've checked everything I could.
Knew it. You didn't get any clues for the case.
That's not necessarily true, Shinigami.
Learned a lot here.
What?
Huh?
But what do we learn?
That's all I can do to help.
Thanks, Vivia.
After all, I'm more interested in the story than the truth.
You've made that clear.
I think we should return to our bodies soon. There's not much time left.
Okay.
I'll go back too.
Finish! Dramatic finish. Robot researcher. Here is poured his whole being into Alma Pals, live dedicated to the Billiman's catchphrase when the time comes. I want it to be by Alma Pals. That's right, he did say that. Or he didn't say it, but I read this before. That's crazy. He wants his robot to kill him when he's ready to die. That is, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. There's such a thing as being too obsessive. Back in our bodies. We're live.
You're back. How'd the investigation go?
Great.
Well, I managed to get a lot more information thanks to Vivia's help.
Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't have time.
Sure.
It was Fink the Slaughter Artist. Closing my eyes feels so good.
Nothing you found leads us directly to the culprit. Oh, damn.
Not here.
Yeah, sorry.
If only we could get a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
Oh yeah, we did see that.
What could we learn from that?
What he was working on, probably.
Security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer. If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the lab.
I already have an idea about that.
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log on to the doctor's computer to see what's inside.
Makes sense.
You were in the doctor's lab. Why didn't you check his computer?
I was a ghost, man.
Not touch anything while using spectral projection. So obviously, we couldn't mess with the computer either.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room and make him order the others to do it?
Possess them.
Be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all powerful like that. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it be heard. In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me when we were using spectral projection.
It's true.
Master,
He threatened to slit my throat.
I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
Okay. Ghost form traits as heard from Vivia. There are several limitations. Okay. I'll remember it.
Can't be done with spectral projection. Someone has to go back there and look at the doctor's computer, right?
Hello, Isaac. It looks like Danganronpa, right? It's by the same people who made Danganronpa. And it's also like a detective-style solve mystery game, so it's very similar. There's also one short where this man was trying out an app where when you press the button, you can feel 1% of someone's pain. They went to the person who helps everyone out, pressed the button and died. What do you mean, the person that helps everyone out? What? That sounds crazy and insane.
Right into enemy territory.
What's wrong, Halara? Is he dead?
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be all right?
Don't just stand
We already knew.
Right.
Chief, please stay with us. It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
No! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone! Chief Yako, Halara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Vivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone!
What can you do, though?
Even if you want to go to the mystery labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Then I'll rush over there and check it right now! Let's run.
Master, you've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to handle this by yourself?
You keep saying that. Is there a reason you want me alone?
Trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everybody on your own
Excuse me.
without asking for help.
Save them all on my own?
Just little old me.
You're really not that type of person, Master. I'm just teasing ya.
Bye, guys. It was nice knowing you.
Yuma, what's wrong?
Where do you think you're going? What's Danganronpa? It's a series of games that are similar to this one. They're like mystery murder games as well, and they have a very similar art style. The people who made this game made those as well, so it's just like kind of the same type of game as this one. They're a little bit older. Yeah, I don't know how an app would make you feel pain either. Maybe it shocks you. I joined the stream. That's the first thing I see. I'm sorry, Mickey. I'm sorry. It really helps people feel better mentally. Is that one guy, or there's multiple people that do that?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer. We have to find the final clue.
We just have to.
Wow.
Wait, are you heading in there as yourself?
I sure am.
You know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all over if you go out there and get caught.
Then I won't get caught.
Investigation while in ghost form. I have an idea where the peacekeepers are located. Now is our only chance before Yomi comes back with more peacekeepers.
It's now or never.
Leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. We have no choice but to leave it to Yuma.
It's true. It's
The
true.
doctor's computer should have the security log and other important data hidden inside.
Right, I'll see to it.
I should join you. That way, if you get caught, I can use my forte.
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for when everyone is in danger.
That's a good
I'll be
point.
fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy, right? It should be saved as a last resort.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
If you say so.
Why? You should go.
There is nothing for me to do.
You could distract the peacekeepers while I access the computer.
Even if we found the truth, it would not improve the situation here.
You say that, and you might have a point,
Give up? You gotta be kidding.
but I've at least got to try.
Fine. I won't waste time asking you anything anymore. Just go to sleep or whatever.
Take a nap, man.
You're our only hope. Show him you're no longer just a rookie.
Thanks, Tetsuhiko.
I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
Don't get used to it.
I am a detective after all. Well, a trainee one.
It's one guy. So is he famous? Why have I not heard of this guy?
My training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the clumsy girl's time rewinding power, you should probably keep that in mind too.
Why are you being so cryptically helpful?
Huh? Why?
It probably has nothing to do with the case. Just a feeling. You know.
Interesting.
just
Okay.
Sure.
I mean, I wasn't going to forget about it anyway, but if you want me to turn it into an actual solution key, then sure. Fubuki's forte can turn back time. It was used while controlling Amapal. That's true. It was used.
All right, let's move carefully so the peacekeepers don't spot us.
Run! Okay, let's not run. Let's see. There's a peacekeeper there. There's some there, but are they facing me? One of them would be facing me. Maybe I gotta go around this way then. That guy's looking around. So I can't get past him. Let's see. How close can I get to this guy? Oh, I see. There's another way. Excellent. Excellent. That guy's none the wiser. Hee hee. You'll never spot me. I'm the Yuma man. You won't see me. That was easy. Almost too easy, you could say. It was a short meme. None of the people had names. It was a funny skit. Ah. It didn't seem funny when you first described it. You said someone died.
I managed to get here without being seen, but there should be more peacekeepers up ahead.
You should hit the peacekeepers with a rock. Or what if you? I'd love to, but then they discover me, so I can't. I don't think the CPR can bring the chief back from the dead. Me neither, but she said his heartbeat was slowing down, so I think she's just trying to pump blood through his body right now before his heart totally gives out. So it might be helping, but yeah, once he's dead, it'll be too late. But for now, it's all right.
I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
Don't joke like that, you freak! Alright, there are some in here. I can't look around the corner. Oh, they're not looking. Now's my chance to sneak.
I knew it. There are still some peacekeepers. Once I'm at the computer, I'll be in their blind spot.
So let's go now.
How are you going to get past them?
I'm gonna
I
sneak.
just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible. Master, you gotta make sure you don't get clumsy.
They'll never see me.
We need to hurry up and check the doctor's computer.
I'm here, okay, I'm here. Don't. You goofed up. You screwed it all up. You're dead. You're dead. We're all dead. Good evening, Sigmas. You want to get mogged? Please answer Brandon May Fox. What's mogged? Hello, me master. What's up? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome.
Oh no!
Well, we're dead. We tried.
Told you not to get clumsy.
You're that terrorist detective.
That was my fault. There was something on the floor.
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Not if I catch me first.
Mystery labyrinth.
Let me just see what the computer has real quick.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet. I have to do that before going to the mystery labyrinth.
Then what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna check the computer right now.
What do I do?
Check the computer. Check the computer. Oh, it's a cutscene.
Just
It-
come quietly. Resistance is futile.
But how futile is it?
What's the map?
What's the... Oh god. You killed them with a syringe?
Sheesh. What a pain.
You saved my life.
I want to die someday.
Yeah, we know. We know, but for now it's great that you're living.
Vivia, you came to help me?
I couldn't use your ghost form? That's Vivia's power. I can't use that unless I'm holding his hand. But when we're a ghost, we can't interact with the computer. And we need to find data on the computer.
A syringe in my pocket.
That's dangerous. What do you poke yourself?
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I should leave you alone, but curiosity got the best of me.
And here we are.
You are like death itself.
You're curious about death?
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
I mean, I could be.
No matter.
We don't know that.
I will be a witness to the end. Once you obtain the truth, I'll see if you choose to scream or fall silent.
Which one would be the better outcome for you?
Don't get what you mean, but you really saved me. And now I can check the doctor's computer.
I think you would be in order.
You really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this investigation now.
Bloop.
It's not locked. Oh, thank goodness.
How
No
convenient.
one could enter this room, so he didn't need to set a password.
I guess.
Let's see.
But you could have double security, you know.
Reference folder 1, folder 2, folder 3.
Don't forget to check folder 4.
Well, what are you looking at? And what did you find out?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, it automatically records the date and time in the log.
That's good.
So if someone cut the security and entered this room without permission, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it. I'm not into modern machines and stuff.
Huh? What's going going on here?
Computers aren't that modern anymore,
What's wrong?
but they were.
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. It hasn't been turned back on since. So...
That's when we turned it off. Don't all computers do that? Record logs of security? I don't think so by default, but you can probably set them up to do that. If that's what you're talking about.
Must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
Well, the last time security was cut was 90 days ago.
3 months exactly. They have autosave.
90 days?
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before I disarmed it.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
Record shows security system was disabled an hour ago. Last time it was disabled before that was 90 days ago.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days? He's a bona fide shut-in.
I thought they said it was 3 years.
That's not the problem here. There's no record of anyone coming in and out of this room.
Except
There's no
us.
record of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here.
And yet he was.
The perfect, impossible crime.
From the looks of it, it appears we have strayed further from the truth. The files are formatted to prevent editing. There doesn't appear to be signs that the log was rewritten.
So we must take it as fact.
We've checked the data, but it's just made the crime even more impossible.
And thus...
Shinigami, you're very see-through right now.
Deepens. Mysterious.
It's not over.
Mysterious.
There could be more secret data. Halara even mentioned it.
I guess there could be. And Anime Fox? Why? What rule did Anime Fox break?
His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating.
You're gonna check his
with the
emails?
same person. One message is fairly recent too.
That's illegal! From GTA 70. GTA 70? When are we gonna get that game? What are you talking about, Raphael? Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for the time being. That was recent? It appears it's time to call it quits. We've profited enough from this already. It's too dangerous to leak research and confidential information any longer. I shall fully withdraw from here. With this money, I will fund my new research. New research. Let's calm down on the caps there, Raphael. Broke the rule of being trash. I don't recall that being a rule. Can you play Fallout 4? Is that on Steam? If it is, then maybe someday I can. If it's for like Xbox or PS5 or something, then I'll have to wait till I can get those consoles in the future. Are the rumors true? You intend to leave Conai Ward? Doctor, don't tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. I hope you already know this, but you have nowhere to go. What's the matter, Doctor? Are you ignoring me? I will not permit any betrayal. I told you before, but you have nowhere to run. Prepare yourself. It's Ike.
Quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure
It's very
Dr.
suspicious.
refers to Dr. Huesca, but who is the anonymous person?
It's GTA 70 Grand Theft Auto.
The address is just random characters jumbled together. It'd be hard to figure out who the person is just from this.
He also broke every rule. Not on my watch. He didn't break any rules in my chat that I saw. If he broke other rules from other people, then that's none of my business.
The doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and confidential information.
Right.
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind the scenes with Dr. Huesca.
What kind of research? Well, some say they were researching homunculi, but who knows what it actually was.
I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is true, they must be dealt with eventually.
Immediately!
Things were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, this appears to have been going on for over 5 years.
Was it 5 years or 3 years? I don't remember.
But it seems like the relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the doctor plotted to leave Kanai ward, and this anonymous tried to stop him.
Probably someone from Amaterasu Corp, no? Excuse me.
He directly threatened him, if you ask me.
In regards to Dr. Weska and Anonymous, there was regular communication between them until just recently.
Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
Or could Anonymous be the hitman, Fink the manslaughterer?
So he sought to kill the doctor. Makes sense.
The doctor didn't shut himself in here just for research. He did it to protect himself.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable security.
That's fair.
That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat, right?
Nah, he was pretty chill.
He was that confident in his security, or it was just a facade.
To be fair, he was in there for a long time, so maybe he just got used to it.
Regardless, this Anonymous is very suspicious. If only we could find out who this is.
Even if that person hired the hitman, we still don't know how he got inside.
True.
I have an idea,
This puzzle here. How
but it has
could
yet to be proven.
through such perfect security and murder the doctor?
Doctor!
Figure that out, the case can't be solved and our innocence can't be proven.
Huh?
Is there more evil coming? I got detective points for that. Nice. Uh-oh. Well, now it's time.
What are you doing here?
Time to enter the labyrinth.
You again?
It's always you.
What are you, anyway?
What
Were
are you?
just to get my way? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for defeatists.
What about Victoria?
Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. Piece of trash.
That's an upgrade.
Trash must be dealt with properly before you rot and start to stink. What's your name?
Yuma?
Yuma Coco Head.
Coco Head.
I see.
When did we last say our name out loud?
Path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it.
Okay.
Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey!
My bones.
Capture these criminals. I'll execute them on the spot.
Shinigami,
That-
can you do it?
That was an oxymoron.
Master!
If you're gonna execute them on the spot, you didn't need to capture them.
We're finally acting like partners!
Partners in crime.
And of course, it's all thanks to my basic training!
Excuse me. Arise! Was that candy that flies across the screen? That's funny. Victoryists. Thank you, thank you. Defeatists and victoryists. That's the word I was looking for. Dang. They're all ready to charge at us. I guess we're bringing Vivia along this time. Saving, saving, saving.
This. I see. So this is your true power.
Unlimited power!
Yuma. I knew you were dangerous.
This power isn't much more dangerous than yours.
Way too late!
Jesus. There we go.
I want to die someday.
But that day's not today.
Down the
Down, down, down. Skyback, you can feel free to ignore that. Also, I'd like to remind everyone in the chat, everyone, you do have the power to block people. You know that, right? If you find people annoying, feel free to block them. You don't have to deal with anyone if you don't want to. Let's save our game. The Mystery Labyrinth. Entry to the premises requires employees' ID as well as biometric authentication via retinal scans, making it practically impossible for outsiders to infiltrate the Amaterasu Corporation. And yet here we are, thanks to our friendship with the head honcho CEO, Makoto. That's his Mystery Labyrinth. All chained up once again, I see.
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing?
That's alright, Skyback.
Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
You're enthralled with the drawing? Nice. Good luck.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
The God of Death.
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time.
He could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things.
Oh man. I thought the reveal was going to be that he was one of her old partners.
My forte was gained through training that innate talent.
Oh well.
Though I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it.
A haze, huh?
Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency and saw that death got clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of Death.
Yes.
And also, that someone had taken it.
That's someone being me.
I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway,
Like what, 3?
you've been using
4?
this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
I can't deny it.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery,
Excuse me.
causes its true perpetrator to die.
Your guess is correct, sir.
That's the case. You've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
It definitely wasn't with my own hands.
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
Well, it's them or me, okay?
Hey!
I'd be dead now if that weren't the case.
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
Solve the mysteries, not kill people.
So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but...
Darn it! I pressed on accident. I dropped my control a little bit.
So... I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
Alright, thank you.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
It's so.
You're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you.
I don't know that detail. That's interesting.
Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Do you have any regrets?
I don't have any of those, but there are still some things I've left unfinished.
Sound like regrets to me.
Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
That's fine. I'll do the heavy lifting.
Just don't get in our way. Well, Master, let's do the usual.
The usual.
Yeah, okay.
All right, all right.
Are you ready to give your life?
If you say so.
I am.
From now until death do us part. By the power of Grayskull. I have the power. Nice sword, brah.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
It is. My controller always vibrates.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Thanks, Shinigami.
Key, something like a clue for the case?
Absolutely.
Oh, looks like you're ready to go.
I sure am.
Could you be more of a downer? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you.
Are you though?
So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
Have to walk? This is unbearable.
I'm sorry, okay?
Come on, you're bumming me out here.
I thought you were gonna ignore him.
Yeah, me too. Apparently I was wrong.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Yes. I think they're all related.
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
That's interesting.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
So you're gonna tell everybody about the Death God when you get back to the real world?
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I see what he's saying. It's that they should all be in here. Is Shinigami and Yuma canon? Well, she seems to like him. She gets pretty jealous when he hangs around other girls. But I don't know. I don't think he likes her. I think it's like a one-sided thing.
I guess coalescence got overridden. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability.
You don't even know how it works?
I don't know either.
You don't know? Coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
That's fair.
So now I really don't have to. Thank goodness. What a relief.
Yeah, just sit back and enjoy the ride, Vivia.
Jeez, you ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Probably can.
Relax.
There's no time for relaxing! We've got to solve the mystery. Shinigami have jiggle physics? Absolutely. Look at her hair. They sway like the wind. Also, I guess her little ribbon thing is coming off of her clothes. But yes, absolutely, she has her own physics.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
That mystery is history. Goodness me. It's always so guttural.
I told you to stop surprising me like that.
There's no words! It's just blood.
Labyrinth would only require your wits. It looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Rude. Oh god, they're locked.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either.
They're locked.
Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
How about we start with how the intruder got into the lab? That sounds like a good place to start.
Yeah. There's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Not the hair, the other thing. If you know, you know. You know? And that's how you know.
Man, you gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Wesker was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out.
Yes, absolutely. How they got in is the first mystery.
It's located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security.
We must solve that first.
He was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapal. Because of that,
Amapal,
we were
Amapal.
to be the culprits, but we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab?
We probably know how they got out. Getting in is the trickier part.
No.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
Well, we don't know that, but it seems very likely.
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him.
Yeah.
There's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
You probably shouldn't be certain about that because you didn't see their face. What up? Oh my.
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage.
Ooh, we get to fight him this time.
Doing here?
Interesting.
Yomi Hellsmile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the mystery labyrinth.
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Yep, pretty much.
You pieces of shit.
He looks quite demonic.
Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward.
Dang, that's a cool design. That is really cool, actually.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But he sure looks cool.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako, for everyone.
Ew, his sword is undulating.
You
It's gross.
killed Dr. Wesker, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death.
Never! You'll have to kill us first. Let me drink some water. Excuse me. I've heard of that Has Been Hotel song, Raphael. That's a good song. Shilling, security log, security power, toxic gas. I didn't read the last one. Shoe print. Let's see what he has to say first, because I have no idea what we're gonna...
Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
That's wrong.
And then murdered him inside.
Ow. Could we refute that? The power supply might be able to refute that.
Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
But yeah, I agree with that.
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder. intruder.
Ouch.
Which makes you the culprit.
Right.
Been pretty tough to get through the security system to enter like the lab. There had to have been an intruder. Some keys. It was just like the first one.
Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab.
Darn it. That didn't work.
Say,
Did we disarm it? Oh, yes. That was afterwards, though. I was thinking of before. Darn it. What did we see in the middle of the boss fight? Why would we sing that? Of all things. Doctor was already... Okay, I see what he's saying. There has to be an intruder.
You're the ones who...
Let's see. That's not relevant. Not relevant. Not relevant. I guess would be that.
killed Dr. Wesker.
Oh yeah, this does
You disarmed
prove that it
the
wasn't
security
us.
system to the doctor's lab.
Yeah.
And then murdered him inside.
Be gone!
Actually entered the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
That's true.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active.
I wouldn't say that, but
In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be
Ow.
an intruder.
the truth.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab.
Hi, Digital. We entered the mystery labyrinth. Now we're trying to solve the murder. We gathered some more clues, and now we have enough to hopefully solve the case. But our chief is still dying. Not much else changed in the real world. Post a number in hand. Digital on Discord. Oh, thanks, Hayden. I'll check it out when I can.
But
Thank you, thank you.
someone walked into it and knocked it over.
It was a foot.
In fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head, like someone kicked it.
With a foot.
That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence?
I don't call it for dinner.
Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
No.
Don't make me laugh.
Go. Ow!
Shit. There was an intruder? That's impossible.
Yeah. Not really. Oh god! I don't know what I was supposed to do there. I'd probably just get to the side.
You proved that yourself.
That claim doesn't hold up.
Yeah, how could I prove that?
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
I forgot I was lurking. You were here and you didn't even know it? That's crazy.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
Yeah, explain it to us. Lab map, airlock, panel, vent.
If there
Let's see. Well, panel lab supposed to be a top secret files found. Device exists to prevent leakage from the toxic gas chamber. Unlike the condensation device in the airlock chamber cover, the one in the panel chamber does not open or close. Tiny vent. So I would assume this one, but let's see.
was another intruder,
Mm-hmm.
then where did they go? By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
Right.
There's no place to hide in the critical room.
Slash through this mystery.
Clink. There is a place to hide. If you look hard enough.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vent cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside. If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
Right, yeah. That's how they got out.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway.
How would they have gotten in?
What's wrong? Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
Fake truth. That's an oxymoron. But a surprisingly one that can happen in real life. There are such things as fake truths. Dun 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 dun.
But it's not over yet.
Not done yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
Yeah, let's take it one step.
We'll get it this time.
My neck! Was there an intruder?
Come on.
Absolutely.
Does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth.
But there was an intruder. Yes, let's go.
Right here.
Justice will be served!
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a good thing.
He always sighs at good things.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
It's so colorful. Like it always is. Whoa, this place looks cool.
Sure. We know someone bumped into Amapal.
They kicked it.
The culprit probably hit Amapal on their way out.
They kicked it.
That, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber.
Right, yeah.
So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
That makes sense.
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene,
We would have found out who did it, but there's no way we could have known. There's no way we could have stopped them.
you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
Exactly.
Super lame to make up excuses, Master.
You're super lame.
It's not an excuse.
Just kidding.
It is true.
You're super cool.
If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Let's keep going. We're nearly there. The end of the hall and the end of the line. Just kidding, it's not the end of the line. We still got more mysteries to solve. Dun 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 dun. Three doors. Ew, one is shaped like a fruit face.
Another fork in the path.
This is a three-pronged fork, which I guess does make sense. A lot of forks do have three prongs. How did the culprit enter the lab? Honestly, I think they just tanked the
Central question.
poison.
This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
Super special. Well, as unlikely as it seems, I think I gotta go with invited, because we know he entered the lab. We know the lab ran on its own power, and the power would never went out. So even though the doctor was surprised, he must have invited him in. The door that I hated the most. Shinigami just slices our neck off. Yeah, she's a little bit rough.
Doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
Ah, so you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
Maybe this was not the right way. Oh, wait, hold on.
Huh? A trap?
It's a trap.
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
So why'd you follow me then?
Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier. People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
What are those? Oh, they're hopping statues. Okay, that's cool. Let's run.
Get out! Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
Alright, I'll try.
Does that mean they're all going to be wrong and I'm going to have to find some other perspective? Why is invited not correct? I guess a security log. I guess if he was invited, this stuff would have had to have been off. Fair enough. They're right, they're right.
On the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in. Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
And I'm fairly confident the other two options are also wrong.
But if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
A lame excuse, huh?
I know. I'll do better next time.
That's debatable. You know what I want for your prompt now? Nice. I think we're playing, what, on Saturday? So, yeah, if you come by and play with us, then you'll be free to use your prompt. Hello, Dragon Slayer. What's up? How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. He never entered in the first place. A ball of 3 days old car exhaust evolved? Oh, Shinigami? Yeah, this is Shinigami's real form. That exists inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Well, the other choices suck.
The intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that
Dun, 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 dun,
doctor
dun, dun.
committed suicide?
I didn't say that.
If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Intruder is wrong too?
They're all gonna be wrong.
Again?
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't find a way to move forward.
I know you don't mind, but we do.
Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Of course I can.
Influence you?
I mean, help me out here. I guess the stab wounds, it would be pretty impossible for him to do that to himself. Doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back.
The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself. But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way it was a suicide.
It's pretty hard to stab yourself in the back. It's true, yeah. Probably not impossible depending on where you stab, but his was
No excuse.
particularly like in the top middle of his back, so that's extra hard. If you do it like in your lower back, that's possible, but the upper back is quite difficult. Just looking at some spooky entity. Wait a minute! Oh wait, I was reading stuff.
Why don't you lie down for a bit?
I'm not that tired.
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
You only got one choice left, and even though I know it's wrong, I have to try it out anyway. Excuse me. What if he used physics? What if he programmed a backstabbing robot and then had the robot stab him 3 times? That's possible. It's a spooky game. In some senses, sure. But it's not that spooky. Physics is a taboo. I don't know about that. Physics is like the law of the universe. They're natural laws that cannot be easily influenced by man.
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
It's also false. Because there was a backup generator specifically for the lab. Look at his cape. His cape is awesome. His cape only flows like that here in the Mystery Labyrinth.
This was the last route.
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels. Perhaps you're the real one.
Shut up.
Really, Master?
No, don't listen to him.
Not. Focus. We need to get out of here.
Wow. Auxiliary power. Taboo from Smash Brothers. Dun dun dun.
The critical
That was a cool enemy.
separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room.
No airflow there, but still fluttering like a panicked butterfly. I was like, what? Paniste? I can't type. That's all right. It happens.
Even if there was a blackout in the building.
Yeah, he creates his own wind. I'm not talking about farts. Go to the oil spill door. Well, we tried all our possibilities. What's gonna happen now?
What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
It means we're lost. We're up a creek with no paddle. We've got to create our own path forward. And not rely on the preconceptions of this mystery. Excuse me. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh, there was another door.
There's another door.
Get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared.
Okay, it wasn't here before. That's fine.
Interesting. The mystery labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Yep.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
Ever notice every time a butterfly starts to fly, it's always like, ah! What do you mean? How so? Do they make noise when they fly?
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
The Mystery Labyrinth is a mysterious place, Senko. Who knows how exactly it works?
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route.
Ah! Entered and killed via spectral projection.
Projection to enter and kill him?
Not possible either,
Then, the culprit.
because they can't interact with physical people.
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us.
It's
That's never happened before.
also not the case this time.
Dare you try me?
Don't believe everything you read, Shinigami.
There is no escape. Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged.
They always look like they're having a seizure. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, because they flutter so haphazardly. But I'm sure it's perfectly natural to them.
Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and both kill this dude.
He's innocent!
Hold on.
Why is she so eager to kill him just because he could see her? Ah, my chain! Help. It hurts. Can you like slow down a bit? Thanks. Oh no.
Another trap.
You rushed in too fast, lady.
Said to wait. There's no way Vivi is the culprit.
You imbecile!
Prove it and beat this thing. You won't be convinced until you do.
Of course not. The limitations of astral projection or whatever. This one. They can't interact with real world objects. Is that a chain? Yeah, she and I are literally chained together.
Nothing can be
Our souls are
possible.
bound together for all eternity.
He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife. So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything.
But we already knew that it wasn't possible.
It's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
On the neck? Absolutely. Hi Ethan, I'm doing good. How are you? Are we into a manhwa? A manhwa? What the heck is a manhwa? This is confusing. No, we're eliminating all the wrong answers so that we can be left with the right answer. It's not that difficult. She pretty. Shinigami? She's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
I do try to stay out of sight.
Have you seen her wings? Amazing. Woman changes. It's fine. We do it and we're arrested. That, I mean, I don't know that. I think there are certain circumstances in which both can be true. It can be both legal and illegal depending on the circumstances, no matter what the genders are. Doing all right? Nice. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. It doesn't seem fair. Again, it's the circumstances surrounding the chaining that matters, not the genders.
Go back.
Let's leave. Surely there's a new door available now, right? The new real door answer door?
And we're back to square one.
Yeah.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Something surely must have changed, right? Dun 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 dun. Maybe try combining doors. I don't really have control over that. The doors do whatever they want. I can't make them combine or anything. I just hope that new ones will appear as I eliminate false ones. Low textures.
Changed.
Turn to the left.
Doors. What? There's nowhere to go?
Hmm.
What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Give us a break.
Start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
I would never do such a thing.
Hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely.
But you want to die, you said.
You know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
It's true. This time Shinigami will be the culprit. Impossible! I'll hope for $1. The change would not be enough. What? Change like coins or change like something different?
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Ow, my foot.
Nothing. Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Without the truth, we'll all die.
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it?
You can't handle the
No
truth.
matter how cruel that truth may be.
I've seen crueler.
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can.
Well, I am pretty sensitive, I'll admit that. They said, how about you help for a change? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That is pretty funny. I'll help for $1, but good one. It went over my head, totally. You finished your pick? Nice! I'll check it in a little bit, but I might need to be reminded.
You're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
Of course I want the truth. I want to save my chief.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet.
Give me a little push. Maybe that'll help.
Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
When that happens, you'll have to prove your conviction and expose the truth. Like you said.
I think I get what you're saying.
Let's find some clues.
That's enough of the nonsense.
Apologies for the distraction. Let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation.
We already knew that. People are having fun while doing the thing they love. Here I am stuck studying just to get a 9-to-5 job. It's unfair. I'm sorry, Dragon Slayer. But,
So,
I mean...
instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Sorry, I was letting him speak. If, you know, once you have the 9-to-5 job, if you save up for a bit, you can hopefully find something that you like doing more. Hopefully. Yeah, carve our own path. I said that earlier. We've done that in the past.
We can create new routes with our own deductions.
We've done it before.
Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
It's true.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box
Another
yourself
robot,
with
mayhaps?
your own assumptions.
Okay.
Good advice.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to...
Is he really anemic? I don't know about that.
I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Nice, Skybeck. I see it. I like the colors. The orange and the gray look really good. Beach episode! Alright, it's beach episode time. Fill in the blank, or what is it? Hangman, I don't know what it's called. Dun 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 dun. Shinigami puzzle! Who's capable of working on the security system? I'm a pal, I guess. I'm a pal. Da 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 da. That's right. We got it. I'm a pal. Meow. Who's capable of overcoming the security system? It was Amapal. I choose you. The eye lasers. The eye lasers always get me. She's Cyclops. We found the hole. Never mind, it was a staircase.
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
God, that was so high pitched.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
All we need are nukes? Huh? Casually grinds herself into atoms. Wasn't paying attention. I'm running out of battery. Thank you for streaming. I'll watch this as long as I can. You're welcome, Senko. Thanks for being here. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you have to leave. Take care. It's beach time. You're welcome, Skybeck. What is going on? We made a new route. We solved the beach puzzle and now we can go up the stairs.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
It's all about solving mysteries, trust me. Not gonna head out though, my internet is downgrading. Alright, goodbye, Skybeck. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening.
Never
Take
been
care.
happy or sad in my entire life.
I don't believe you. I've seen you smile before.
I want to die someday.
This guy's hopeless.
That's the neat thing. You don't! That's so emo. You're right, it is.
This new route.
I also find it false. Alright, go up the staircase. Wow, you're fast. Can you wait up for me a little bit? You're gonna activate my chain at this point. Help! Hello. Oh, if it's correct this time, let's move it, Master. Well, you didn't have to wait for me, even though I said you should. Up, up, up we go! Where we'll stop, who will know.
Get past security? The only option we know of is Amapal.
Right.
And that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
Maybe there was a modified one that had a knife in its hand or something? That's possible. The doctor did seem to hate... I mean, the toy maker seemed to hate the doctor. Let's move it, move it! Annabella was also a toy. Look what it did.
Sealed off here, too.
I'm not sure what that is. Annabella?
Hey, there's an intercom.
Let's press it.
Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way.
Just try it. You're in the mystery labyrinth. You don't know what's gonna happen. Oh.
Huh? Doctor?
Doctor!
Wait. What the?
What's going on?
Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Ah, there's 3 more doors. Some got skulls, one's a hand, and Lord knows what the other one is. It's like beakers and stuff. Aren't you from US? I am! Born and raised. Why do you ask?
The mystery materialized. Must be related to what the doctor just said.
Floorboards are going crazy. Who are you? Was directed at who?
Question is, who did the doctor say? Who are you to?
Well,
I'll leave it to you.
I would assume the
You can keep reading at a time like this.
culprit. No one. It would be no one. I would assume the culprit. I don't want to say it's Amapal, but we did just discover Amapal could go in, so it could have been Amapal. But I'm gonna go with culprit first.
I understand why you'd want to choose that, but wasn't security active at that point?
Hello, Joshua. What's up? Welcome, welcome. Annabella, the toy doll, the haunted one. There are movies on it, multiple. Ah. I have heard of Annabelle. I don't know if that's the same thing or if that's a different one, but maybe that one's less popular. But not Annabella. But is it the same thing? Is it the same principle where it's just like a haunted doll?
I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right. And there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point.
What you're saying is this door is clearly wrong.
You can't say the doctor was directing those words to the culprit.
You're relying too much on your assumptions here, Vivia.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But I'll agree with you. Oh, Annabelle. Oh, yes, I've heard of her, yes. I think I saw the first movie. I did not know there was more than one. He's having A instead of E. Oh, that's alright. Wait, so what were you saying about her again? I forgot. Alright, then I guess it was Amapal.
At this point in time, you still hadn't borrowed Amapal, yes? And Amapal itself has an alibi. However weird it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi. And normally, I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Alright. So what you're saying is he said it to no one. Really? He said it to no one? In other words, he did do it himself.
Wait, does that mean we found the right answer?
Robert the Haunted Doll is more widely recognized in the US. Really? Now that one I actually haven't heard of. Surprisingly. It's just a toy robot. It's not dangerous. Ah, I see what you're saying. Yes, yeah. You're right, you're right. To be fair, it's not the toy that was dangerous, but rather the spirit inside the toy. Is that how the story goes?
Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
He was messing with
It was
us.
still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapal. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
Let's find out the
I
motive.
think if we go there, find the answer.
The thing that clearly says, what was the doctor's motive? So yeah, if this toy ever gets possessed, then they gotta watch out. They gotta watch their backs.
That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
It's important to the case.
Looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind.
It's event. Among Us!
Doctor in solving the mystery behind his case.
Right.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Poor Vivia. But you said you hate pain, right? Alright, let's go. Crawly, crawly.
So,
My cape is still so luscious.
do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
He was trying to frame someone, maybe?
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?"
Who are you?
I think the doctor was putting on an act.
He was acting. Robert was supposedly made by a bitter nanny as vengeance against her employers. What the heck? Why toy then, though? Making it a pen or sock would be more practical? In what way? Yeah, an act. Are we getting any closer yet?
For a reason. But I have no idea why.
Is this vent a treadmill?
I have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
Her mouth is freaking agape. Alright, we made it. Just imagine someone farts in this vent doing this scene. They'd all be suffering. She gave it to the child. The child. Why did she give it to the child if she wanted to go get vengeance on her employers? The child didn't employ her, did it?
He's here too?
He's here.
Rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way?
Absolutely. Child wasn't employed, child labor.
Good luck with that, morons. He had no motive at all.
While not impossible, I find that extremely unlikely.
Well, you said there's
Let's leave.
That?
Hmm.
If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
It's true.
fine.
I'm only here because you maggots piss me off.
Oh, I didn't think you cared.
So, I'm gonna end you here and now.
Right here. Right now! Oh, she was the child's nanny. I see. So the parents were her employers of the child. I mean, the parents of the child were her employers. What I meant to say. Just curse your employer. Real good way to make money. Why did she curse them? Splashed with acid, a photo, email, an electrical eyewitness. Dark silhouette. Okay. Sure. Get out of here. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all.
So you say.
That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act.
Okay.
There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood.
Misunderstood what?
You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul
Ow.
into his work.
Fricka!
Research was going well. The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
No, I don't think that's true.
There's no way he'd betray us.
I think I found my contradiction already. Ah, I see. Oh, now that I think about it, that is pretty smart of it. He faked his death somehow, which I'm not sure he did. But if he did, it would mean no one would be able to kill him for trying to leave Amaterasu Corporation.
That exchange on the intercom wasn't an act. There was no reason to put on a show. The doctor misunderstood.
Misunderstood what? What are you talking about with that sentence?
You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well.
Mm-hmm.
The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu.
That's not true! She was stupid. Is that a fact?
No, the doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward.
Can you do try not to laugh challenge? I mean, I could, but I wouldn't be able to stream it because that's not my content. It would get copyright. It might get blocked. Maybe someday, but for now, I don't see it happening. Sorry, but I do think those videos are funny. There's an African American woman being employed after the Civil War, but before the Civil Rights Movement. So she was very mistreated. Is that it?
He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little.
Why are you little? Liar, liar, pants on fire. You lie, you lie! I understand. So did she have some kind of like ties to the spiritual world or something? How was she able to curse a
Yomi's rebuttal.
toy?
What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Seems like it.
The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. And whoever he was emailing knew that.
Hmm.
So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps
Right.
the doctor's act had something to do with that.
That way they would think that he was dead and leave him alone. But I think he actually died, or else we wouldn't be here right now. Whoa! Alright, down we go. Nice landing.
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
We'll unlock it. Why was on someone's pants on fire? You really want to? Well done, congratulations, someone's bottoms. Well, what? I'll take my pants extra well done, please. How'd the doctor plan to escape Kanai Ward?
Which means this is a complex problem.
Yep.
Choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
As always.
Oh, excuse me. I hurt my eyeballs. It hurts. All right. Was it terrorist bombing, blackout, or swapping places? I don't know. Swapping places sounds like the most likely to me, but I need solution keys to prove it.
You want to remember this?
Cancellation of a big project. Become a shut-in. Okay, okay. That could be evidence. The doctor's notes, making them unrecognizable, could be evidence to swapping. Storage key. Oh, that's right. That'll be important later, probably. Uh-huh. The death threat is also important, somehow. Yeah, okay, okay. It's all coming together. Okay. I'm gonna say swap places. The doctor's notes. Klink! Ow, my hand.
The door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
You want the official story or my hypothesis? I mean, if you've got time, you can share both. I don't know either, so it's up to you. Whatever you want to share.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
She's so mad. Let's go in! This place looks familiar. I'm sorry, why are you sorry?
So
I should not have
the
clipped
doctor
that.
had to
You
swap
clipped
places with
something.
Someone else to escape from Amaterasu.
What'd you clip? Oh, look at that math in the background. They were doing math.
The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
Official story is that she practiced voodoo. Okay. Interesting, interesting. A voodoo practitioner. Is that it?
The diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
That would mean that the government or whoever said that would have to acknowledge that voodoo is real and exists. And actually works.
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid.
Oh, that makes sense.
He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque!
Yeah, we know you love death.
Maybe the hitman.
Da 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 da.
Under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When
Think the hitman.
Man was after him. He figured his chance had arrived.
Okay.
The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Interesting.
Think about it. The doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
A strange thing to say for sure.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
I do believe Skybeck left because the internet was not acting properly. It was slowing down and all that.
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
It's possible.
Lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if
Okay.
he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
Makes sense. Yeah, her internet suffers, unfortunately. My hypothesis is that the father and the mother were involved in the occult and used Nanny as a scapegoat. You mean the mother of the child? So the child's grandpa? Why do you think the grandpa specifically was in the occult?
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out.
Restricted area.
Well,
Wow, it's way over there.
just another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence.
That's true.
You needed visitors, people from outside to pull it off.
Pardon me. We both move when I turn. We really are connected. It's cold.
If I didn't know about this,
Why is it cold in here?
and rushed into the lab.
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now.
Why sexy?
Aw, so close.
Shut up.
You want that?
Shinigami, you're into that.
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
That's what we're here to
The
solve.
attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom. We at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange.
That's true. No, the kid's mom and or dad were involved. Oh, just the mom or dad was... Okay, so they made it seem like the nanny was using the doll to get revenge, but in reality, they were doing something? Playing restricted area is a foolproof way to get someone to enter there. Fool isn't typically spelled like that when in that context, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's pretty hard to resist going into a restricted area.
Actually,
At least in movies and TV shows and video games and books. In comics. Sorry. Ding! Going down! We're here. Is this a play? It's us!
Where are we?
Why have we become flat?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Why have we become 2D?
Shinigami?
Yeah! Master, this looks like an important turning point!
You have a microphone.
So, is that your final answer?
Answer.
We haven't said anything yet.
Culprit entered the lab before I'm a pal.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside.
Well, actually, it might not be the case. Sorry, I'm trying to think out loud. Right. Talking about that one doll would need to ask permission to look innocent in his face. Robert? You know about Robert? Just about my sunglasses. Oh, it's bright in here. His face, my little battery. My autocorrect is broken. Budget cuts! Budget cuts!
Now then, here's the fateful
Oh, so that's what happened.
road. It's life or death!
Darn it, we were doing so well.
Crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
Oh. It does make sense. Yeah, if we solved... We couldn't see behind us. If we solved all the puzzles... When the door was opening slowly... It wasn't that someone was leaving the room, it was that someone was entering the room. But still, to enter, kill them, and leave... And us not even hear the doctor scream. That's a bit... That seems like a bit much, but it makes sense as to how he would get in. No, wait. They said enter the lab. He was already dead by the time we went in, so yes, he did have to enter the lab, even if it was after we solved the stuff. Sorry, I think I'm being stupid, but we'll see.
To go into the doctor's lab. He already had a knife stuck in him.
Yes.
Which means he was murdered before Amapel entered the doctor's lab.
Yes.
Your answer?
Uh-huh.
Is correct!
How do you know? I thought you didn't know as well as I didn't. How do I put this? A large portion of wealthy American families during that time were involved in the occult as a trend. I don't think the doll becoming haunted was intentional. I don't know what that means. The last part, I mean, how could that not be intentional? Was it like a rumor that they spread on accident? Not to make a joke, but decided against it. Thank you. I assume it would have been sketchy or something.
Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
You said it was correct, so why would I?
Talking about. Anyway, let's keep going.
Let's move on. Interesting art style change there. Look, we're back to budget. Cool.
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yes.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapel entered his lab.
Could have been when the door was opening really slowly.
Culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
He was moidoid.
The most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapel, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
It's possible.
He waited at the front chamber while
Oh, that's right.
Jessie and I went
It
to
wasn't
borrow
possible.
Amapel. She said no one entered or left the lab.
Dang, so close. We're back at the lab. Don't crash into the wall. She crashed. Dun 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 dun.
We're back on the original path.
You know what's bad when I decide to not make the joke? Just like in the less restricted channel right now. Is that what it's like in there right now? I haven't looked at it. Gotta go, guys. Like I said, I'm low on battery. And remember, wow. Bye, Raphael. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care. They play with forces they didn't understand and cause the doll to become a haunted result. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Huh. Star and the Forces of Evil. I like that show. That's a good show. Well, some parts of it is.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
Let's open it.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in.
Oh, there's a clip there in the less restricted. What could I have said and done that would warrant going in the less restricted part? I mean, this whole stream is publicly available, right? I don't know.
Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
Then when can I push myself?
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
I'll solve this mystery. Slice. What was the culprit before the crime? Oh no.
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too.
See how the context part, which makes it like that. I see. Well,
Do you know where, Yuma?
I guess I gotta take my lumps. I don't know where, but my best guess. Wait. Oh yeah, my best guess is that it would be here in the airlock again. Just like when they left.
The culprit must have been here.
Ba-da-ba-dip. Looks like we were right.
It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there
She
was
sneezed.
only at the front chamber.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to borrow Amapal, the culprit had to have already made their way inside.
Right.
But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
It makes sense. You can look up right now if you want. Wrong eyes emoji. I'll check it out after the stream. I'm probably going to end the stream fairly soon here, so I'll check it out after, and then I'll give my response there in the less restricted channel. You'd be very alarmed by how often people get haunted by playing with stuff like spirit boards. That would alarm me, especially since I haven't, I haven't seen definitive proof that, like, spirits exist. I'm not denying it. I honestly, I'm like completely neutral. If someone can prove one way or the other that they either do or don't exist, then I will believe that, whatever the proof dictates. But I haven't seen proof that they exist, so the fact that you say it happens very often is surprising to me. Oh, we're moving on. Nice. The story is my great-grandma's mom was a ghost. She was a ghost? Like, she actually, like, talked to your family?
Before the crime too?
Yeah, the culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapal into the airlock.
What's flying in front of us? Oh, lordy.
There, Yuma. You guided Amapal to the doctor's lab.
Mm-hmm.
So the culprit entered the doctor's lab before then? How would that be possible?
There's only one time they could have entered.
Amapal could get past security, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the next big question.
It had to be when the door was opening extremely slowly.
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
Nope, there was only one.
The researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapal.
Which means the Amapal Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
culprit must have taken advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how
It's
did they
the only
use it?
way.
There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
There's a bunch of pages flying in the air. A bunch of rocks flying on the ground.
I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
Absolutely, although you said you weren't going to help.
How about giving up? I'm getting tired.
I should have expected as much.
Nope, motion denied.
Motion denied. So they say that we are the descendants of ghosts. Oh. Kind of like Vivia here. He can communicate with ghosts and stuff.
Such a complicated mystery lab.
Ghost got married to the grandfather, had kids, and then poof! Descendants. People would happen, so usually don't talk about it because people think they're lying or crazy. That's fair. But it's like a vicious cycle, right? Because the more they do that, the more it seems that they're crazy because it's so like uncommon. If they actually talked about that more often and, you know, people got used to cases of that actually being real, it would become more common, and then therefore would be less likely to think that they were crazy if they brought it up. So it's like a, yeah, it's like a cycle that they can't quite escape from. How did the culprit use Amapal? As a weapon, as a shield, neither. Well, neither. They used them to get into the place. They didn't use them as a weapon or a shield. Am I right? Was I correct?
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Yes.
Process of elimination? That must be it.
We know what the weapon was. Shield? I don't know what they mean by shield.
Amapal's hands aren't designed to hold anything, so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapal wasn't the murder weapon.
Flawless logic.
But couldn't have used it as a shield.
Why not?
It can't neutralize the toxic gas.
Oh, yeah.
Voltage shock would destroy it.
That's fair.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapal?
To enter the facility.
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
This will probably have to be the last part of the mystery labyrinth I solve for today. Whoops! And then we'll continue tomorrow. I mean, Thursday. Thursday.
Come on, Master!
I'm sorry, okay? Was that actually wrong? Ouch. God, that hurt.
We're...
I got sent even further back.
It looks like we've been brought back.
but the
To
door
life.
earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
I wonder what's in the Wonder Ball. What was the culprit before the crime?
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Darn it!
The logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
True.
Want to choose the same answer and keep going?
Yes.
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again.
That just means I gotta pick a different. I have to pick a different answer when we get to that last part.
Just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapal.
Let's go and figure it
I
out.
refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Of course you do. Stand up right now, mister.
What should I do?
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Good job, Shinigami.
Leave me alone.
You want me to leave you alone? Then help my useless master out!
I'm not useless.
Fine. Just one thing then.
She really likes slicing our neck, huh? She loves it. Maybe culprit is a gnome hiding inside of Amapal? That is an interesting theory. If the robot does seem big enough for a person to fit inside if they like tuck their legs in. That's interesting, Dragon Slayer. We'll keep that in mind moving forward, but I don't think it'll be the
Where
case.
was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at how did the culprit use Amapal? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Okay.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapal was used?
Help him out more! More, more, more!
I just freeze on this frame for a bit. Of her angrily shaking his head. Oh. Then shield could be the answer. That is fair, except for the fact that they already said... He said shield wouldn't work because the Amapao gets short-circuited by the electricity anyway. Plus, I doubt the Amapao itself is airtight, which means the poison probably could have gotten in and killed him anyway. I mean, the gas.
Hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right?
What do you mean left the robot?
At that moment, only the culprit and Amapao were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
When did I leave it in the airlock? Without noticing? I was controlling it the whole time, wasn't I?
I did something to Amapao?
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them. Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail?
Something
Try to remember.
strange.
He was gonna say.
Hey, now that you mention it, back then. Oh, hey, the screen lit up. So this is
Oh
what I
yes.
want to see.
There was one moment of stutter
It's like
in the camera
something
feed.
of a mega.
Think about it this way. Hasbro mass produces spirit boards marketed as toys for children. Children are not taken seriously when they say they see ghosts or monsters. That's fair. That's fair. What if Yuma is the culprit? Probably impossible. I mean, we're playing through his perspective the whole time. We never saw ourselves kill anyone, so
Whoa, what was that?
I would say it's probably impossible. But it would be an interesting twist if they said,
Did it
"Oh, he
work
killed him."
already? I thought it was state of the art. No, it's all right. It's stabilized.
So what could he have done to it in that amount of time?
There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapao. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
I don't know about that, Vivia.
A clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Ghost vision. Techno possessing. Could be.
Something else. It's not like Amapao's camera showed the culprit.
No.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange?
Wasn't what
Must
strange?
have gotten ahead of Amapao, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera?
Because we couldn't turn our head.
When I passed Amapao to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it,
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapao's camera?
You just go when the door was opening, man.
aren't you just adding another mystery?
No.
It's not that hard.
All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
Phasing through the wall.
Sheesh. I talk.
Excuse me, I don't know about all that. I don't think the culprit has ghost powers like we did. What in the world?
Oh, one mystery after another! What do you do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Pandora's box, huh?
Stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Oh, there's not plenty of time. There's not plenty of time.
I'll keep reading. Well, you wrap things up.
Thanks, Vivia.
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Brain cells of yours and think!
Not plenty of time. Hey, weak brain cells. My brain cells are just as strong as anyone else's.
Amapao's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera?
I don't get the malfunction part. Everything else,
With just one
I pretty much get. What's the answer gonna be? Inside, behind, on top. I couldn't imagine he would be inside it. But what if you're right, Dragon? What if you're right? What if he was inside the whole time? Alright, I'll say on top, I guess. It seems ridiculous. But, as a playmate, a weapon, transportation. Bit battery culture jumped on it. They're on top of his head.
I got it. The culprit on Amabel's head, using it as a method of transportation.
Okay, that's fair. They still would have been exposed to the poison, though. She was gonna answer. It's true. It's true. Malfunction caused no vision of culprit. That's the use. We weren't inside, but on top, yeah, you were very close. Good job.
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
Of course I am. Look at my reflection on the right side there. You see that? That's kind of creepy. If we don't turn, I mean, if we turn back, we'll never escape this place.
Absolutely. I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
The truth. We're riding robots to victory. Well, actually, we're riding them to murder. So, well, I shouldn't say we. It's the culprit who did it.
You said the culprit rode on top of Amapal.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
It just means what it means.
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapal to get through.
It could support 100 kilos, after all.
After we left Amapal in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device.
Meow. You gonna jump from all the way up there?
On Amapal's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
Dang! They stuck the landing.
Insane.
That is pretty nutty.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable. Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So, someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
Yeah, you got a point.
The print on Amapal's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
Okay, interesting theory.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab.
When I said the official story was that the man practiced voodoo, I meant it was a story given by the parents. Oh, the parents said that. Ah, okay. That does make it a little bit like... I expect that to hear that from parents rather than like government officials. The culprit was the hint! With the culprit being on top, you're right. He wasn't kicked. He was stood on!
The culprit was able to evade the camera and remain hidden as they made their way through the lab.
So they still got exposed to poison.
You're right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries.
But there are still mysteries remaining. I'm glad you're having fun, Shinigami.
Have you not realized it?
What?
Still missing something. One major mystery remains.
There's more than one major mystery.
What's with that huge sigh?
Darn it, I skipped the huge sigh. I'm sorry. Someone kicking it was wrong, because kicking on top of the head would be stomping, not kicking. They are stupid. Well, to be fair, I'm the one who said they kicked it. So that means I am stupid.
Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
Poor Vivia.
This case's greatest mystery?
Alright, I gotta be able to save soon, right? Oh, down we go. We're flying, we're falling. Oh, we're here. The code room.
Chamber.
The panel chamber, I mean.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
Yeah. My neck! When did the culprit get off? It must have been when we were opening the door, I would assume.
The greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Well, This is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
Gas mask can be used to avoid the fumes. Not these fumes. These fumes were, they said they were bacterial based, so gas masks wouldn't work. They also said it could be absorbed by your skin and you'd still die.
Beats me.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us? Opening the door. Before opening the door. Go to the door. Opening the door. That's the only time. 3-hour stream. Let's go! We're gonna be wrapping up here soon. I'm gonna play it on Thursday anyway, so it won't be that long before we continue.
Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of us.
Look at him turning on the head.
It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
That's nuts, because in all those other timelines when we failed and got zapped, this guy got zapped and died probably. How about covering yourself with oil? That's not a terrible idea. I don't know if oil can stop bacterial poison gas, because I'm no scientist, but it's an interesting point. If you're covered in a film of liquid, then would it be able to penetrate? I have no idea. Wow, jumped up, huh? Could have just walked around, but no, they jumped up.
There was enough space for a person to slip through. The culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
Ah! You're pulling me! Bum 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 bum. That music sounds kind of Metroidy, I think. Or maybe there's another game I'm thinking of. Oh god, it's another fight. I don't think I can save. Probably gonna have to fight this guy.
I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes.
Is it?
If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
But isn't it? Sorry.
You know what to do.
My blade! My blade of truth!
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash.
How rude.
I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you!
I'm filth? Are you sure? How sure about that are you? Oil should stop the absorption to the skin. You think so? Fubuki's forte ghost form traits vent in the critical lab. Okay. Alpal's design. Whatever.
How is the door opened?
Yeah.
Then slip through the gap in the door?
Yeah. Whoa! That was to be on top of me.
Possible even for Think the Slaughter Artist.
Why?
Think about it. If Alapal's line of sight changed just a bit, the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky.
You think so, huh?
The crime would have been exposed. The culprit must be really lucky.
No. Ah, frick! I thought I had it. I know it was just dumb luck or not. We do know it was dumb luck because he can't move his head. Yes, that's exactly what I used. Is that not the one I used? Did I say is that not twice? No, that's the one I used. Okay, so I guess there was another thing.
Alapal as the door opened. Then slip through
I
the
probably
gap
did it too
in the
early.
door.
Eek! I landed right on it.
Even for Think the Slaughter Artist.
Why? Shut up, shut up, shut up!
If Alapal's line of sight changed just a bit, the camera would have caught it. No one would do something so risky.
Risky, risky, risky.
The crime would have been exposed.
Exposed.
The culprit must be really lucky. What? Did they use some sort of special power?
For what? I guess the power was a one. Darn it! Yes, 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 yes. I know which key to use, I just don't know when to use it. We're gonna fast forward here. Ouch. Ouch.
The culprit must be really lucky.
I guess this was the one.
Some sort of special power?
God dang! Well, which one is it? Now I'm lost. I guess it's the one where it says if they turned their head. That's not really a contradiction though, it's just it couldn't have happened at that time. It reminds me of the band scene of Squidward being burned with gasoline and matches. What episode was that? Was that a more recent episode or an older one?
Speaking of which,
The culprit
Oops, I jumped too early. Oops! I'm dying over here.
That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist. If Pal's line of sight changed just a bit.
This one.
flash through this mystery.
That in and of itself wasn't a contradiction though. It just happened to be the case here because we were using it.
Amapel is designed so that when its hand is stretched out, it won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
You little maggots. Don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
That's for us to find out. You saw that episode? What episode was it? Do you remember what else happened? What the other plot points were? Ba 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 boop 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 boop. Okay, I can save here.
So Amapel couldn't move while the door was opening.
No, it couldn't have moved. Alright, that'll be all for today. We'll continue this mystery on Thursday. Excuse me. I can't put my controller. Oh, wait. There we go. So, yes, let's see. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be taking the day off. But Thursday, I will stream Rain Code and Majora's Mask again. Each. Seems like a design flaw, to be honest. Designer's stupid of what? Oh, the door? No, oh, the robot. No, yeah. They said specifically they did that on purpose to make sure that wires didn't get tangled because they're meant to be toys for children. So they didn't want children, like, being rough with the robot, twisting the head and the arms and stuff, and the internal wires getting all tangled up. So that was their excuse. Episode is just one bite. Scene was only aired a few times. I don't remember that episode. It's the episode where Squidward became obsessed with Krabby Patties. Oh, that one? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. He got oiled and burned. What the heck? Interesting. That clip must be available somewhere online, so I can see if I actually ever saw it or not. I don't remember it, but that could just be my terrible memory. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I won't see you guys tomorrow. I'm taking the day off, so please enjoy your Wednesday. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day or evening today, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye. Ta-ta.